Hey, hi, hello there, everyone. I got a lot of thoughts and opinions on the new Melody Memory trailer that just got dropped. Well, two of them got dropped together. One happened yesterday, one happened this morning, and I'm happy with them. I like them. I think they're fine. I don't think they're long enough to show us more stuff, like that the Birth by Sleep trio are playable and the Days trio are playable and Dream Drop Distance Riku is playable. That's a cool thing. I like that. That's a smart decision in my mind. You're not just stuck with KH1, Sora, Donald, and Goofy and occasionally Disney characters. I really do hope that they'll let you play as like a differently rendered KH3 Sora. They probably won't, but still. Or even KH2 Sora. That'd be fucking lit. Because all we're seeing right now is just KH1 Sora, and that's not a bad thing. Variety is nice, you know what I mean? And the variety of the fact that you can play as the Days trio or the BBS trio, like, that's nice. I like that. I like the fact that you're able to effectively play as all three main groups in a way or another. Ironically, you can play as everyone but Kairi so far, because she's the one that's dreaming all this shit up, so... I like the fact that, you know, the Sora, Donald, and Goofy are fighting the Maleficent fight in Enchanted Dominion that you usually play as Ven. I hope there's more bosses like that where, you know, or even that boss morphs from regular Maleficent to Dragon Maleficent on the bridge. That'd be really fun, because that fight, for all its faults, was a lot more engaging than the one in the Hollow Bastion, Ansem, Zenith's room. Like, that one, the dragon fight on the bridge was a lot more fun for me. We saw more of the co-op. We saw that Let It Go was going to be playable, which I actually think is a smart idea. And I never was really mad that they put Let It Go in Kingdom Hearts 3, because you can just skip it. It's a bit weird, and Disney did kind of strong-arm them to do that, I feel like. But now they're like, hey, we got this song already rendered in the game's engine. You want to just make that a song you can play as? And they're like, sure. And I'm down for it. I think that's the only thing that... I think that's the reason Frozen never got an actual video game, was because they were like, how are we going to do the movie correctly? And then Kingdom Hearts 3 development already had Nomura have Frozen slated for it, because he got a preview of it in 2013 before it got released to the public. So he had already planned to have it in there. That's why it never got a game. Tangled got a game, but that's because it came out 3 years earlier and he was still working on Dream Drop Distance. So that's why that has a game and Kingdom Hearts. So, at least in my mind, I could be completely wrong there, but still. I loved the trailer vibe. I loved what we saw. I liked the more cutscene focused aspects of it. I liked how we got to see Kairi like talk and wake up and do stuff, and she even narrated the trailer, which I thought was really cool, because a lot of the times she's not even present for half of this shit, so it's nice to have her be a presence. And that's coming from a guy who hates her. It's coming from a guy who thinks she's a wasted potential character, and I really hope that she gets more development in this, or more screen time to be a character. I hope the final boss is her and Riku, like KH3, Kairi and Riku fighting like a Dream Sora or like a Dark Side, something really cool. The final boss could be a really, like, a new song that you get to play as with them. That'd be really fucking lit. Let's talk about the box art really quick. The box art does bother me, because it seems like it's lazy. Now, the fact that all the portraits are of stuff from her perspective that she's seen in the series, that's cute. That's wonderful. I love it. But I feel like it's weird that she gets the inverse of Sora's portrait photo. That was the all-in-one packages, promotional art, the Remind DLC, pre-order theme, I think it's the critical or proud mode end screen for when you beat the game. I feel like that is a lot more like that's his thing. And it's been relevant for the game for like a year, because that was Remind's logo for a while, and that is the thing that I sent more than any other image, even the cover. I associate that image with Kingdom Hearts 3. So for her to have I don't want to say gimped, but it's the only one that I can think of, a different version of it is a good parallel, because this is Sora's memory we're playing through, but it's with her perspective, I guess. So I suppose that makes sense, but at the same time, I really wish they had just given her a new one. Like, I had one in my head, I'll try to make a mock-up for you really quick, where it's her head, like the silhouette of her head with her hair, and then like out the back of it comes like sheet music, basically. The lines on a page of sheet music with little individual memories in it, being a literal melody of memories. I think that would have been a really cool cover, but they already had this kind of similar thing going with Sora, so it makes sense. And having her be in the center of the frame does make it a lot better. Whereas if it were the idea I just explained, I guess it would be a little more to the left of of the frame, and you don't want that if she's gonna be the main focus for the first time ever. So I guess that works. Maybe that's a me thing, but I like my idea more because I made it up, but I also understand what they're going for with this, and I don't hate it. You know what? I'm gonna say this though. This version of Dearly Beloved fucking slaps. Like, it's a jazzy, jaunty, danceable tune. I love it. It's so catchy. It's probably my second favorite version of the song, just behind Kingdom Hearts 3's. And the only reason 3 beats it out is because 3 has this nice crescendo and wave to it, and you can actually hear the waves of the ocean in it, and it feels very, not epic, and not somber. It just feels appropriate for that game. This one also feels very appropriate because Melody of Memories is it's probably gonna be one of the more fillery games in the series, aside from like Coded, because Coded was filler. We all fucking know Coded was filler. He was drunk when he made the idea. The story amounts to fucking nothing. It's filler. So this game is gonna be like filler-ish. Like, it's gonna have some story semblance, but not enough to really fucking matter. It's just like, oh hey, we found out where Sora is. Cool. That could have been the first act of the next game, but all right, whatever. But yeah, I like this version. It reminds me a lot of Monsters Inc., if that makes any sense. Like, I love how it's got the same like notes as every other Dearly Beloved, but it's in a different orientation, and it just has this like bum 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 ba dum ba dum ba bum. Like, that's not the right tune, but you know what I'm going for. It's very catchy, and it's in a very good way. Like, I love how this thing just goes. I really wish there was a full version of it where it actually like kept going and then faded out, because the one you can find on the internet just stops, and it drives me fucking crazy. Apparently Kairi, I'm just gonna switch lanes here for really quick. Apparently Kairi's in the room at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1's End of the World thing, where you're in that weird room that has those pods and that data shit you gotta read before you can go kick Ansem's face in. I don't really mind that. I think it's a nice like cliffhanger thing, but I honestly don't care. I don't care about her backstory. I don't care where she came from. We know she came from Hollow Bastion. We know she washed up on Destiny Island. We know she's got a grandma. That's it. Scenes with the grandma would have been cute, but we're getting more like lore things with her, and I really don't want that, because I see this going one of two ways. One, she's a Princess of Heart that's artificially made, so she's perfect and pure and whatever the fuck it is, and she's a creation of Xemnas. And so, like, he lied when he, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, when he was like, I know nothing of this Kairi, because he's that kind of asshole that lies. That's his thing. He's a fucking sociopath. He would lie to do that, because he doesn't give a shit about everyone else, just his goals. Kind of like Xehanort, but I feel like if you had to separate Xehanort into two camps, it would be Ansem and Xemnas, because Xemnas is his straightforward, I gotta do what I gotta do because I gotta do it kind of guy. He's like, I have a goal, I'm gonna achieve it, fuck everyone else. Ansem is more in line with his pragmatism, his planning, his guile, his actual personality, because they both have a very nice personality. Xemnas just became this sociopath, whereas Ansem cultivated this weird sort of superior, yet almost like he cared in a way, even though he expressly said he didn't care in Kingdom Hearts 3 when his compatriots betrayed them, but that's because he understood that was going to happen. It wasn't so much that he didn't care about them, it's more that he just didn't care that they left because he knew it was going to happen. It's just, people suck, and I get that, I really do. That's a very surprising message, a surprising thing to say, but I understand what he's going for. So with Xemnas, I understand why he would do that and just lie, because technically Kairi and Xemnas never really interact in Kingdom Hearts 2, so that's a possibility. So she's an artificially created Princess of Light that they can just use whenever the fuck they need her, because that's why she gets used in Kingdom Hearts 3, which I think would just be stupid. I don't like I don't like either one of these options, but I think this is the option I would prefer, because that would explain so much shit. Like, she gets made, she gets tested on, she escapes, she runs into Aqua, she puts that charm on her that protects her, and then she washes up on Destiny Island. That's my idea. The other one is the entire series has been in Kairi's coma dream thing in that little pod. She's like dying or sick or whatever. And no. Don't fucking do that one. Just don't do that. Please don't do that one. If it turns out to be a fucking coma dream, I'm gonna stab someone. Like, her being asleep is fine as a plot device for not only Kingdom Hearts 1, but for this game. But don't make the whole series, hey, this whole thing you've been playing at for 18, 20 years now, yeah, by the way, it's a fucking dream. Not even real. Like, I'd kill something. I'd be like, really? It's a coma? Fuck you. So I don't really have an issue with the idea of the pods themselves. I shudder to think what that's going to actually mean for her backstory, for the series, or whatever. In terms of what I expect from the game, I expect challenging rhythm segments, catchy songs, cool combos, and maybe 1 or 2 interesting bosses. Maybe a couple more. But like maybe 1 or 2 new bosses. That's what I mean. Like interesting, they're probably all gonna be interesting because of the combo system. But more so, I want to see like a new boss that has nothing connected to the rest of the series. Maybe a new Heartless, maybe a new Nobody, maybe a new Unversed, something. Just something different would be really cool. Other than that, I got nothing to say. I think that this game is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I did see the pre-order theme on the PlayStation Store, on our Square Enix store. Like, that was really cool. That's really cute. It actually makes me want to buy it digitally, which I never buy digital ever. I always buy physical, but I might buy a digital for this theme because I love it. It's so cute. Other than that, yeah, I got nothing else to say. So if you want to talk about this in the comments, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But as always, my name is Chris, and I just want a good Kyrie game, and I think we're gonna get it.